farming because we are going to talk about this year's flower season. Today we're talking about the things that we learned in our first year of flower farming. But first, let's take a few minutes to see what we grew this year. So the first thing that we learned this year, you don't need a bunch of space. If you'll notice, our garden is 3 rows, and then we have a garden that we built inside of an old barn up at the top. But most of our flowers for production or for cut flower wholesale are here. Dahlias, we've got zinnias, cosmos. It was really easy for us to get overwhelmed because of watering. Honestly, trying to keep up with all the plants was really hard. The second thing was pests. We had a serious beetle issue this year. And honestly, we didn't even really treat it. We just protected the flowers that needed protecting. But it's really hard to find insecticides or fungicides that aren't gonna hurt bees or butterflies because you really need your pollinators to live so that you can have beautiful flowers. So honestly, we just did a little bit of neem oil here and there, but other than that, the flowers that got destroyed are the flowers that got destroyed, or the worms that ate the leaves, they just ate the leaves. Next year, we're gonna do better though. The third thing is sometimes flowers don't grow. I planted a whole bunch of celosia that never took. It never took. And then I have a whole batch of cosmos that also never took. It's really embarrassing. It feels kind of like a loss of money, not gonna lie. Also, we have like a whole section of dahlia tubers that just didn't do well. They just didn't do well. They might have sprouted a couple flowers, nothing remotely sellable though. The fourth thing that we learned was build structure beforehand. So if you'll notice, we have some T-posts and then we have nets on our T-posts, okay? So what had happened is that we put in our T-posts and we put down the first net, but then things started getting bigger so quickly. Sorry, that's the baby in the background. But we ended up having to put netting on after there were already blooms because we had dahlias falling over, and I had an entire zinnia row fall right out of the planter box. So if you're gonna do netting, put your netting up before you get blooms. We learned that one the hard way, lost or damaged a couple. The fifth thing we learned this year was don't grow too many. Grow like 3 to 5. So I would say total, we got 10 different species of flowers. And at the beginning of the season in like February, March, we were like, yeah, we totally got this. We didn't have it. I highly suggest focusing on 3 to 5 species of flowers, just so you can make sure that you really give them what they need. Quality is everything, and quantity is nice, but if you have really good quality and a really good batch, then you're good. You'll make money with your flowers. Also, never underestimate the power of automatic waterers. I wish we did automatic waterers. He's trying to escape. I wish we did automatic waterers out here in the in-ground garden. We did automatic waterers up there. Wish we did. It was a lot of work. Thank you so much for joining us today and watching our video. We hope to see you next time. We're gonna keep sharing our journey on the farm here. So I'm Kinsey from Fee's Cove Family Farm, and we'll see you next time.